Hello, everyone. It's nice and early. This is always a very pleasant way to start my day, and good news. Obo Hobo is going absolutely hog wild this morning. Unbelievable. How is it? It's Obo Hobo. Well, hey there, friend. How's life treating you? Oh, I'm doing alright. Say, I never got your name. I'm Obi. Pleased to meet you. Likewise, Obi. I'm Crossery. How's the camp? It's fine, but most of the fellas here have got all kinds of stories about their travels, and it occurs to me that maybe I ain't done enough of that. Feeling a wanderlust? Well now, maybe I wouldn't put it quite that strong. Let's say a wanderthirst. You want to tag along? My weird new job involves investigating spooky antiques. Investigating spooky antiques seems to involve a fair amount of travel. Well now, you're a pretty cool cat, and that does sound interesting. Alright, I'm in. Heading out now, or do you want me to wait for you someplace? Let's go. Sorry, Gabba. What do you do, Obi? I can only look at my character sheet, Obi. Well, I'm sure his oboe playing will help us somehow. Guy's in a state of washboard-induced ecstasy. Wow, you're really going to town on that washboard. Yep. I love the fast staccato rhythm it makes. It's pretty good. I bet someday there'll be fancy electrical machines that do it really good. Till then, though. Folks call me Washi, by the way. Hi, Washi. I'm Crossery. Actually, I got nothing to ask. Sorry about that. No problem. Probably shouldn't mess around in here. You'll wake people up. Fair. Grub. Guys are really jazzing up the place. Hi there, I'm Crosser. Howdy. They call me 52 Teeth Thompson. Or just 52 for short. Is that because of the 52 white keys on a piano? No. It's lucky that they happened to find a piano for the camp. Oh, I brought this baby with me. On foot? How? Took a few trips. Well, it took a few trips. Due to supply chain difficulties, the grub carrier is currently BYOG. Bring your own grub. Condiments are still available to camp residents. We can't take any of those condiments. We're not a camp resident. It'll be good, though. This is the hobo lady you met at the boardwalk earlier. She gives you a smile and a thumbs up. Hi there. Dusty, right? That's me. Your name was Crossery? Go on. Great, how you keeping, friend? Oh, no complaints that make any sense to describe. How you liking the camp? It's real nice. Everyone's real personable, even if most of them are a bit quirky. I'm thinking of getting a poker game together if I can find anyone with a full deck. We'll pretend to understand that. It's Gus, the guy you met in the rain when you arrived at Plunkett Street. Hey, Gus. Why, hello there, Crossery. Why, hello there! Crossery, I believe it was. You gotta pay attention when there's punctuation. That's the trick to reading. That's right. Always a pleasure to have another run-in with a friendly acquaintance. It's nice that the rain cleared up. It is nice. I do enjoy the rain, but I also enjoy dry clothing. So you're the kind of guy that's comfortable in any sort of weather, eh? Yeah, I do my best. Can't stop a rain cloud by crying, after all. And in fact, when you get right down to it, pretty much anything that happens to a person can be considered weather of a sort. Ah, that's real philosophical. Old Gus says if you can find pleasure in any circumstance, then you'll never be a sufferer of misfortune. Gosh. Wisest hobo. I do love that they're all jazzing, even this guy. You haven't seen one of these in ages, whatever it is. I don't understand these books. What is this? A hobo is flipping through a worn book, occasionally stopping to check the strange machine next to him and pencil some notes in the margins. Hey there. Oh, hello. You must be new here. I don't think I've seen you around before.
Yeah, my name's Grocery.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Letters McCabe. Is there anything I can assist you with?
Why they call you Letters?
I'm an expert in microcryptography, aka the Hobo Code. Are you familiar with it?
No. What's that?
It's a system of pictographic elements that can be written unobtrusively on walls or carved into fence posts, etc. They're traditionally used by hobos to leave messages for other hobos, to mark a house where the occupants are charitable, for instance, or to warn of a vicious guard dog, that sort of thing. I'm working on expanding the system. I'm so sorry. I'm working on expanding the system for more general communications purposes. We'll get there in the end. One day I'll learn to read.
It's pretty interesting. What's that book you're reading?
This is the Hobo Code Manual. I can teach you the basics if you'd like. That sounds useful. Spend 10 minutes or so going over the basics of Hobo Code with Letters. He teaches you some of the most common glyphs. If you'd like to know more, just ask any hobos you meet. They're on a bound to assist new learners. That's the Hobo Code. Can understand some of them. We're level 1 at Hobo Alphabet.
Neat, thanks. What's with all the stuff in this room?
Stuff is a little overbroad of a topic of conversation. Feel free to point out a particular object you want to ask me about, though. I'm always happy to be informative.
Okay. What's this thing? What's this machine you're working on?
This is an old naval radio encryptionograph from the Cold Wars. I'm trying to modify it to work with the Hobo Code.
That sounds odd.
Yeah, it wasn't designed to handle a pictographic writing system, that's for certain. But if I can get it to work, it should be very secure.
Oh, box. Hellas, what's in this old shoe box?
Old shoes. You're welcome to them. You try to pick up the box, but you can barely lift it.
Jeez, what kind of shoes are these?
Hand-me-down boots. They've been passed from hobo to hobo for generations. Probably about 50 pounds of metal reinforcements on them by now. Dang. These boots have been reinforced without regard for ergonomics.
Wow.
Now, the boot item slot does not actually give you stat bonuses as far as I know in this game. It just changes the animation. Sure. Let's go with that.
What are all these books?
Manuals for various types of codes and ciphers. Vignere, Buford, treatises on several variations of columnar transposition, the classic German mix-up code, and so on.
Interesting.
There's a few books on old pictographic languages in there too. Fascinating stuff. It's all Greek to me. What's this guy? He's hunging up a psalm. That's a teletype machine that we salvaged when they shut down one of the local post office branches for cutbacks. We've patched into the local telegraph network so we can communicate with some of the other hobo communities.
Between this and the naval cipher thing, this is some heavy-duty equipment you got here.
Yeah, well, I'm not at liberty to discuss it in detail. You understand. But secure lines of communication are going to be quite important if Johnny's plans are going to come to fruition.
Well, now I'm intrigued.
Sorry, you'll have to talk to him about it yourself. Last one.
Got a lot of notebooks here, Les.
Yeah, all my notes on the Hobo Code. More notes on codes and languages in general, as well as my studies on radio telemetry, telegraphy, and telephony. I think my aunt's recipe book's in there somewhere too. They're just dang pun goblins who make these games. I don't know why anyone plays them.
Did you write all of these in code? I can't make out a single word. No, that's just my handwriting.
Obi, you look very similar to this man. Just with a more damaged hat. This is a hobo lady that you haven't met yet.
Hello there.
Well, hello there, dearie. I don't believe we've been introduced. I'm Veronica.
Hi, I'm Grocery.
Can I offer you a cup of tea? It's homegrown, so to speak.
You found tea leaves around here?
Just about any leaves can be tea leaves, with the right attitude.
I'm fine, thank you. I like your hat.
Why, thank you. I grew it myself.
The flowers?
The whole thing. I'm trying to grow some socks as well, but they're much trickier.
I can imagine. Can you teach me any hobo code?
Certainly, dear. In fact, I think I still have my notes from when I was learning it myself. She rifles through her handbag for a moment and hands you an old sheet of notebook paper with some squiggly glyphs written on it. Hobo code knowledge increased. We are now level 2 hobo. I don't know if there were a full level of hobo knowledge. Oh god, this sounds. I won't touch the telephone, it's fine. Maybe, you know what? For the potential not having that happen again, we'll just try not to ever do that again. So we won't wear any shoes that make noise. This hobo's wearing a handmade tinfoil crown.
Hey there, you must be the Hobo King.
The crown gave it away, I presume.
Yep.
Well, you're absolutely correct. I'm the Hobo King. Though to foster a more familiar air, I permit my subjects to call me Johnny.
Nice to meet you, Johnny. I'm Crossery.
What can I do for you, Crossery?
I've got a question. Where are you from?
Hoboken.
Course, yeah. Les said you're working on some kind of secret plan.
Oh, did he?
He wouldn't say what it was, though.
Certainly not. The information is mine alone to divulge.
So, will you divulge?
You're practically a stranger here. I apologize, but I cannot jeopardize operational security.
Shucks. Can you teach me some hobo code?
Ah, yes. According to the Hobo Code, I am of course obliged to assist. But first, let me test you. Convince me of your worthiness, and I'll grant you a boon.
I'll get back to you on that.
We do want Bewitch. It's one of the main ones I'm after. We don't have enough XP though. This next. Obi, do you know any hobo code? Everything's Jack. Sure, pal, I know a glyph or two. He pulls a scrap of paper out of his oboe case and shows you a few symbols. Beautiful.
So why an oboe? Why not, I don't know, a saxophone?
Sax is a righteous instrument, but there's just something special about the tone and trill of an oboe. It's like a ray of sunshine coming down from heaven.
Wow.
Also, it breaks down into a case the size of a library book. You ever try carry a saxophone in a bindle?
Practical.
I am going to quickly go around and ask everyone about hobo code. So we'll do that dead quick, just so we have it, you know?
Could be important.
Washboard man, I love you. Please give me more letters. I know the word washboard, and some words that don't kind of describe the sounds a washboard makes, but they aren't really useful as actual words. I think we're done here. We don't quite have the 500 meat, but there were many ways to like hoodwink those lads, right? Maybe we go to the cathedral first. I think if we can get Bewitch, that's a big one. You know, it's a strangely discolored patch of curb next to... Hang on. Yeah, okay, sorry, I was just checking my microphone, and I moved the wire very slightly, and everything I do at all with any of the wires terrifies me. You know, it's a strangely discolored patch of curb next to a sewer grate. The concrete appears to have been absorbed as... appears to have absorbed a significant quantity of magical sewer energy. Sounds cool. Strange. Stone like this is normally only found close to ley line intersections, good grief. And sewers and ley lines are very different things. Almost the opposite things. Glowing ooze. Perhaps one day the world will be ready for the secret of the ooze. I didn't realize I could go on the road. I was like, Obi, why are you doing this? Ooh. Meat stash, fourth tree to left of church, back row. That's an old wallet. Thanks kindly, hobo. Maybe there's some meat left in that wallet. There's a little bit of meat left in that wallet. It's a vicar who seems agitated about something.
Hello there.
Oh no. Oh no, what am I gonna do?
I was gonna ask if everything's okay, but plainly not.
Oh, I'm sorry I didn't see you there. Services are cancelled for the moment.
What's the matter?
One of the urns has been stolen from our catacombs. Stolen!
This tiny cathedral has a catacombs?
Well, it sounds nicer than basement.
Particularly important ashes, like a saint or someone?
Oh my goodness, we won't keep the relics of a saint in the little cathedral like this. Our urns are just the ashes of former vicars and community leaders and so on. But they're all important in their own way, and the bishop's due to arrive for an inspection soon.
Funny how bishops always seem to be just about to arrive for an inspection somewhere.
What?
I said I'll look into it for you.
Oh, thank you so much. Here, I'll unlock the door so you can have a look. Mind you step on the way down, please. Those stairs are old and steep. We have urn, and no urn.
2 moss. Spare urns.
Last 3 visitors were Donkuff a bit, visiting from Saskatoon. Well, this seems like a dead end, and they sure have some weird names up in Canada. Sorry, I was going to say Canada? Canada, of course. Charles Wallace, 111 Plunkett Street. Ah, that's the address of the antique store. You'll have to ask Charles about that next time you see him. Captain Augustus Dirch, 23 Cowan Ave. So it might be worth following up on. You sign your name and address after all the others.
A very old manhole cover.
Can I steal a candle or something while I'm here? Oh, even better. Sorry, I didn't read it. I got excited. Handful of holy water. Probably shouldn't tempt fate anymore today. A lot of damage to especially evil enemies. If only you'd also been blessed with something to carry in. It's fine. You just, you know, fistful of holy water. Let's go. Let's go to Dirch's house. Two goblins wearing shorts with suspenders and carrying, you know those things? Those marching band things? They're like an upright harp, except instead of strings, they have metal xylophone bars. Those things. Anyway, these goblins are carrying those, and they interrupt you. Hi, hello.
Hi, what's up?
You are intruding on the territory of the Glocklins Inn.
Am I? I don't know what Glocklin is.
We are Glocklins, we both. We are the toughest all-street gangs in Ocean City. What think you about it?
I guess you do look pretty tough.
That's true. We do it.
Your xylophones are pretty cool too.
What? Xylophones? These are glockenspiels that we have.
Oh, Glocklins. I get it now.
I am so outraged over you, I think we shall have a mugging do. Well, I got a lot of options here. For Gretchen the Dinger and Greeth the Chimer. 3 physical damage and Ding's physical armor on me. Course. It's always me. That's fine. I don't want anyone to beat up Bobby. And also, he's not gonna get the chance. I hit him for 7, right? I don't know why I just assumed I'd hit him for 7 damage. Well, since this is gonna be so easy, let's try a dubious Cola Wars grenade. Easiest fight in my life. You know those grenades? I think it's like 50-50. You won. That'll teach those goblins to do whatever they thought they were doing. Glocklin Mallet Ball. It used to be part of a Glockenspiel mallet. You can't make music with it anymore, but you can probably still put somebody's eye out. 3 physical damage and reduces marks. Hey. Ooh, this rock's steaming. Comfort. You reassure the rock that everything's going to be okay, and it sloughs off some of its rage. Phlogistic resin. of all the debunked theories of how fire works, this one is the one we've all agreed to pretend is true. Amble away? No, I just wanted to see the rocks. Why do all the rocks in this yard have weird, creepy glyphs painted on them? Weird. Rock as a debt. We do need to go back to the newspaper thing at some point and put in all these dates we got. What? What is it? I'm selling these fine leather jackets. I'm from the Municipal Census Bureau. And the milk delivery person got your milk. Congratulations, you've won a sweepstakes, or I'll come back later. From the Census Bureau. Nobody here but me and these 4 urns. Urns? 5 urns. Go away. I'm selling these fine leather jackets. Don't want any. Buzz off. And the milk delivery person got your milk? I ain't drink that fat one. I got lost. Congratulations, you won the sweepstakes? Fat chance. Never won nothing. Didn't. Hello? Didn't enter no sweepstakes. Now scram. Well, we just don't know what to say to that. I guess we could check out that debt. The Glocklins are here again. Long before you actually turn the corner, you hear 2 Glocklins playing their high-pitched plinkety glockenspiels extremely loudly. By the time you actually get up to them, well, you're not totally deaf, but you wish you were. Jeez, can you 2 tone it down a bit? Ha! Tone it down, say you. What if it up tone? They start playing even louder. It's like if someone loaded a Tommy gun with pixie dust and shot you through the ears. Look, friends, you're going about this all wrong. Don't you know anything about mod music? What's important is the notes that you don't play. We're gonna teach them the fundamentals of jazz. What? What mean you? The notes play V not. I can see you have a lot to learn. You better start by practicing not playing any notes at all. Then once you get good at that, you can focus on learning which specific notes not to play. I see this modern music is a tricky business is. Sorry, a tricky business is. The goblins stare at their glockenspiels carefully. Carefully, not playing them. As you leave, you hear one accidental plink, followed by urgent shouting and apologies. Whoa. I believe the, yeah, there we go. I thought we had, I'm just going to check from this end over, because I knew we had a few dates. I think they were late 1800s, the one we just got, but you know. This morning, a new sculpture was revealed in Goldthwaite Park, donated by Ocean City Comptroller Margaret Smudged. The sculpture, which consists of 5 jagged pointed rocks arranged in a rough circle on small concrete plinths, has been variously described as avant-garde, thrillingly pointy, and fine, I guess. Wait, are you writing this down? Hi, Mum. By interested onlookers. Sorry, I thought by interested onlookers was still part of the quote. It's fine. You're really starting to enjoy doing this kind of research. We are a newshound. We get extra XP for learning new things from the newspaper archive. You got a nose for old news, and you're always sniffing. This one, please. Got you? Frisco writes, this morning at 5:12 Pacific Standard Time, the city of Frisco was rocked by a massive earthquake, the magnitude of which science has not yet agreed upon a method of measuring. The initial death toll is estimated at as many as 500, though that number will certainly increase due to the fires currently raging across the city. There have also been strange, scattered reports from witnesses who claim to have observed unusual phenomena such as beams of black light, subsonic laughter, and soul-rending nightmares. Though our editors wish to point out that Frisconians are known for their fondness of psychedelic intoxicants. That is ominous. That's a little ominous. Yeah, we got one here too. The cover story for that day is the sinking of the Porquad, a whaling vessel that operated off the coast of Ocean City. The story is the wreck had only one survivor, Captain Augustus Dirch, Despite his best efforts to go down with the ship, he was rescued and transported to shore by a friendly otter. How simultaneously tragic and adorable. Wow, I guess we could go ask him about that. That's the one that's relevant to the current situation. Also, there was a lot of XP, let's go. On your way to where you're going, you happen to notice a guy across the street. In particular, you notice that he's sitting on top of a mailbox. He notices you too and extends his hand towards you for a handshake. You call out across the traffic.
Hi. You realize that I'm about 30 feet away, right?
Yeah, but I can't leave the mailbox.
Sometimes I regret my curious nature, but I guess I'll ask anyway. Why can't you leave the mailbox?
Come on over and I'll tell you. I guess we gotta. There's a mailbox here with a guy sitting on top of it. The guy reaches down from his perch to shake your hand.
Hi, I'm Mervyn. Hi, Mervyn. I'm Crossery. What are you doing up there?
A stunt?
A stunt? It doesn't seem particularly stunning. You're just sitting there.
Yeah, but I've been sitting here for... He looks at his watch. 7 months, 15 days, 9 hours, and 41 minutes.
Why?
Why? It's a stunt.
Okay, but are you protesting something or trying to attract attention to some kind of cause?
No.
Do you have money riding on this? Is it for a bet or a contest?
No. I feel like you don't really understand the concept of a stunt.
I guess not.
Say, would you mind helping me out with something?
Sure, what's up?
I've mainly been eating snackle cakes while I've been up here and I'm out. Can you go grab some more for me?
Snackle cakes? Ugh. Are you serious?
I'll admit they're an acquired taste.
And I guess nobody other than you wanted to acquire the taste of powdered milk mixed with sawdust with nails still in it. With the nails still in it. Because Snackle Mills went out of business years ago.
Yeah, but the shelf life of most things is incredible. It's what makes them so good for stunt rations. I got my supply from Hiram's grocery down the street. Could you go pick me up some more?
I'll be right back.
And by right back, I mean I'm going somewhere else. A fast-talking salesman approaches you and starts his pitch before you can cross the street to avoid him.
Say there, would you like to purchase a set of encyclopedias?
No, God no, hell no, absolutely not, or no. I thought you might say that. Understandable, understandable. But what if I told you that this was no ordinary encyclopedia?
Do you think that's something you're likely to tell me?
So likely as to be certain. Step a little closer, would you? You stand your ground. He waits a few seconds and then takes a step towards you. He opens his trench coat to reveal a set of dog-eared paperback books. This is no collection of boring facts. This is an encyclopedia of blue humor. A multi-volume collection of the lewd and lascivious. A trove of truly tasteless treasure.
It's a set of books of dirty jokes.
Precisely. And it's yours for the obscenely low price of 200 meat.
Surely shocking jokes.
A set of dog-eared paperbacks filled with offensive jokes. Somebody must have carefully assembled this set out of individual volumes found in filthy public bathrooms. Grants an upgradable skill. Earn 'em all. Gives sleaze armor. I mean... for the low price of all the meat we need to pay the ruffians. Do we need all the meat to pay the ruffians? If we keep wandering around, we'll eventually be large enough that we can just push them over. Talk myself into it. Enjoy! He continues to stand there.
Aren't we done here? What are you waiting for?
I want to watch you read it. Slowly back away from the man. Heck! I need 30 experience to be shocked. We'll get back to that.
I want to ask you about the parquad.
Aye. Alright, you better come in. Do you have anything to fish in here? You do? Wash basins full of salty water. This guy's really committed to his whole deal. Fish? Fish? Root beer taffy. Definitely fish some taffy out of the salt water. It isn't fizzy like actual root beer, but this root beer flavoured saltwater taffy will heighten your magical abilities regardless. Maybe it's a placebo kind of thing. It's not very good. Dutch's career been more successful. This would be a Commodore's commode. Nautical non-fiction. You're not... This is a shelf full of nautical non-fiction. You are non-interested in it. Nightstand looks like it was dredged up from an old shipwreck. There's a blubber lamp on the top. It's a simple device. A glass vessel filled with whale blubber with a wick stump in it. Blubber lamp really rolls off the tongue though. It's just a delightful... Just a really delightful phrase. Say it. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Blubber lamp. Multisyllabically rhymes with clubber laying. Never get tired of that. Say again. Say it again. Alright, that's enough blubber lamp. We got work to do. Cat! An elderly grey cat nervously washes itself in the corner. Try to pet it. Cat shies away from your touch. You notice that he's wearing a collar that says Ishmael. An old grey-bearded man in a sea captain's hat is glaring at you suspiciously. What do you want? Well, I'm from the Ocean City Watchful Eye. You know, the newspaper? Don't trust newspapers. No newspaper reporters, neither. Well, no rotters. Fortunately, I'm only one of those three things. Can I ask you about the parquad? Ain't nothing to say. Storm blew up unexpected. We had a funny rock. All hands lost. That was decades ago. Why are you bothering me now? Well, it's a slow news day. What's funny about that rock? You ever see a 30-foot black basalt obelisk sticking straight up out of the ocean? Can't say I have. Me neither. And I've been selling that route for years. So I guess when you said funny, you didn't mean like haha funny. What's with the rocks in your front yard? I ain't know nothing about those, except for the date marker I put. Did they just come with the house? No, new ones pop up every once in a while. What's that got to do with anything? Nothing, I guess. How many men were in your crew? There was Pegleg, Handsome Jeff, and Less Handsome Jeff, and Old Barnacle Face. He looks askance at the row of urns. And, the other one. So, 5. What was the 5th sailor's name? I ain't recall. He was new, just signed on for the last voyage. Didn't talk much. Eerie fella, to be honest. Eerie? Spooky. And that's all I got to say about it. You have a lot of urns. Crew's bodies washed ashore after a time. Didn't figure they'd want a sea burial after what happened, so I had them cremated. Well, except that 5th fella weren't ever found. I ain't recall how that urn got there. He was a member of the crew right and proper though, so he got as much right to be here as any of them. Did you ever visit the little cathedral? Sure, I used to go and pay my respects once in a while. Back before my niece started acting up. Got plenty of urns to talk to right here though. Ha! You talk to the urns? Yep, we shoot the breeze. Relive old glories and such. You say that like they talk back. They do. And I can see from your face that you don't believe me, so you can ask them yourself, landlubber. Guess I'll have a chat with your urns then. Fine. If you got any more questions for me, ask them now. I'm tired of all this chit-chat. I'm done with the questions now, thanks. Plaque above this one says, Peg like Johnny. Talk to the urn. Hello? The urn doesn't respond. Anybody there? Imitate the captain's voice. You look around to make sure the captain's asleep and then mutter gruffly to the urn. You're there, Johnny. You can speak freely now, sailor. I got rid of that no-good landlubber. I'm trying to do the stupid crossery voice. Trying to do the stupid captain voice. To tell me how it's going. A muffled, youthful-sounding voice replies. Yar, Captain. What they want anyhow? Nothing of import. You your basic landlubber prattle.
Trying to sell newspapers and like that. Pay no, never mind. Aye, aye, Captain. So, how are things? Oh, no problems, Captain. Everything's ship-shape. Always happy to chew the sea biscuit with you, though. Sure, let's, reminisce about old times. Great, I love hearing your stories of nautical adventure. Oh, instead of that, why don't you tell me how you got the name Peg Leg Johnny? Well, it's because of my leg, right? Got a peg leg. Sure, how'd you get it? I got it 'cause I lost my normal leg. I'd assume so, yeah. But how? Wait, were you there when it happened? Time for my nap. I don't think I'm pulling it off. I'm trying to do a lot of different pirate voices. And in general, all of my voices sound the same. So it's probably not going great. It's Handsome Jeff. So how be you doing there, Handsome Jeff? Smooth sailing, Captain. You feel like talking over all times? Sure, I mean, yar. Why not? Right then. Which particular yarn from your past have you got on your mind? Oh, actually, let's talk about you. Me? The fella next to you is listed as less handsome Jeff. So this is judgment of your relative appearances literal? So is this judgment of your relative appearances literal? Or is it more of an ironic reversal sort of deal, yeah? Well, you never... Wait a minute. Don't you remember what we actually look like? Oh, of course I do, This plaque is for less handsome Jeff. Anything on your mind, Captain? Well, like what? Well, I don't know. Just if you wanted to wax nostalgic about old times or anything. Alright. Right, so, yeah? Yeah. So... Alright, those old times, right? Sure. Right you are, Captain. Those old times we had together. Yeah, we sure did. Many of them. Glad we had this talk. This is Barnacle Face. Everything going alright? Aye, Captain. Nary a cloud in the sky. Good, great. Are you in a chatting mood? Sure. Yeah. Well, you know me, Captain. A man of few words and all. Happy to listen, though. Right. Well, actually, I was wondering about your name there. But Barnacle Face. What about it? Well, I was wondering why. I mean, of course I know why. But if you have any insight into... I mean, you've never actually said... That is, you've never asked before, so, I'd have thought you already... Right, yeah, obviously, I already... Hey, anyway, if you're not comfortable discussing this, that's fine. Okay, yeah, good, yeah. Yeah. This is Fifth Sailor. So, Sailor, how goes it? I'd ask what's new, but, you're not a talkative one, are you, mate? Suppose you never were, come to that. So, well, as you were then. I could use some smokes, Captain. What? Smokes. Smokes as in cigarettes? Aye. What does an want with cigarettes? Well, alright then. Just leave them on the table like usual, please. Yeah. Okay. Do we have any? I don't think we have any. I think there were at the we are trekking around a lot for this one. I'm more interested in this than the real one right now though, so you know. Ooh. As you're walking one of the many disused public urinals. Walking past one, we're not walking the urinals. You notice that one's been filled up with ice cubes. As you investigate further, for some reason, you notice that one of them isn't an ice cube at all, but a frozen rock. You wipe the rock off, examine it, then pound it into flakes. Beautiful. The grenades are going great, by the way.
culinary tactics. For more of all of my money. Ration cigarettes. Look, I could need those tactics. We get Parmesan Missile. Alright? You read the book and learn an efficient, battle-tested method for hurting people with cheese. There are some notes scrawled in the margin by some former owner of the book. They're messy, but if you could read them, but you could read them if you put some effort into it. The harder the cheese, the more damaging the projectile. That would make the cheese even harder. Got XP from this? We absolutely haven't. We've just been walking back and forth. Oh, it's the Glocklins again. Playing the glockenspiels while doing some kind of traditional folk dance. Involves a lot of skipping and hopping and turning around in a square with precise timing, so they aren't paying any attention to you or to anything else, really. It does look kind of fun, but you definitely don't know the steps, and would only cause total chaos. It'd be simpler to just attack them, since a brawl would probably result anywhere. Well, we don't need to deal with that. We're not good. We're not just out here picking fights with goblins for no reason. We love goblins. The goblin companion in the first game is by far the best one. He's my friend, personally. You're there, sailor. You're Captain. Any word on those smokes? Ah, your smokes, right. Are you worried about getting the ashes mixed up? Just leave them on the table there, if you please. Did I do that? I did. I do have them, right? I don't want to smoke them. I want to give them to the inn. This table? Ah, there we go. You put the cigarettes on the tray and quickly hatch a plan. Approaching the fifth urn, you put on Captain Dirch's voice again. "Army, your smokes be upon the table as you wanted." "Appreciate it, Captain." Then you hide behind the captain, who's snoring in his chair. After a time, the bookcase slides open, and an unshaven, shifty-looking guy pokes his head out and glances around surreptitiously. Then he tiptoes over to the table, picks up the pack of cigarettes, and returns to the secret door. The bookcase slides shut behind him. Well, what do you know? Fishing rod? Either it hasn't been cleaned in a long time, or the captain uses it to catch horses. Salty fishing rod. It's a physical weapon. The captain shrieks, "Horse!" in his sleep. This device combines the fishing pole and harpoon in case you want to go fishing, but don't know what order of magnitude of fish you're after. It's a shelf that guy came out from behind of. Or rather, the shelf out of which from behind of which came the guy. You try push the bookshelf aside, but it's locked in place. There must be a catch. I mean literally. I mean, we could check practical secret doors for the home handyman. Seems a little on the nose. You tilt the book forward and nothing happens. So you pull the book all the way off the shelf and nothing happens. So you flip through the book, you flip the book open and start rifling through the pages until you find one with the page corner turned down. A diagram on the page shows the 3 most common and unobtrusive latch mechanisms for bookshelf-based secret doors. And on closer inspection, the bookcase is using the second one. Now you can open the secret door whenever you're ready. Maybe I shouldn't have done that one first. Hey, guy. Hey, what are you doing in, We seriously about to ask me what I'm doing in here? Yeah, even as I was saying it, it sounded stupid. How did you find me? I hadn't watched when you came out for your smokes. Oh, that was you, huh? I thought the cam's voice didn't sound quite right. So what's the deal? Well, it's basically just what it looks like. It looks like you're hiding in this old man's house to rob him while he sleeps. In that case, it's not all what it looks like. I'm listening. I'll admit, at first I was planning on robbing him. I figured an old sea captain must have some secret treasure, right? He wasn't a pirate. No, it turned out he's just a lonely old man with nobody to talk to. Except, well, his old sailing buddies. So I started hanging out back here and chatting with him through the wall. He didn't find that strange? He was a little spooked at first, but once I got a handle on how the different voices should sound and learned enough to keep up with the anecdotes, he relaxed. It's nice to have someone to talk to, even if the situation's kind of weird, right? So that's all? You do this just because you feel sorry for him? Yeah, well, I won't pretend I don't like having somewhere to stay rent-free. And his pension from the shipping company's pretty good. And his short-term memory's kind of bad, so he doesn't pay much attention to the fact that he's buying food for 2 people. He's a good guy, and it's an easy life. Don't screw it up for us, okay? Wait, what is it to you, anyway? I'm here about the stolen hand. Oh, yeah. That was probably a mistake. He mentioned the 5th sailor a few times, so I thought he might like to have the whole crew together, you know? So I lifted a random urn from the little cathedral to fill the spot. It seemed like a good idea at the time. The vicar needs it back. Okay. It'll be weird if it just vanishes, though. Can you swap it for another one? Captain doesn't open them, so he wouldn't notice if there's no ashes in it. I'll see what I can do. Now, we can get another one pretty easily. We want to go to... We're going to have so many places open. Oh. Obi stops at the entrance to an alley and looks around. Hold up a second. I'm hearing a familiar melody. I don't hear anything. I mean in a metaphorical sort of way. Something I'm right on the edge of remembering. He taps one foot in thought for a moment. Then his eyes brighten and he snaps his fingers. Climbing up onto the trash bins, he pulls down a box that was wedged behind some drain pipes. Ha! What a thing to forget. Come to Papa, baby. What's that? He opens the box, revealing some smaller boxes and some tin cans. Genuine Cola Wars rations. Pork and beans, hardtack bread, whole can of cola syrup, and carbonation tablets. You were in the war? No, I can carry a tune, but my feet are flat. Plus, I got a conscientious objector status on account of being a pepper. This stuff is army surplus. I stashed away in leaner times. You haven't planned on eating that, are you? Even in cans, it's still 10 years old. The beans and bread, no. This syrup, though. This stuff don't go bad. It goes good. He pulls out a church key and punches a hole in the can. Nice hiss. And takes a swig. His eyes go wide. Whoa! Now that's what I'm talking about. I'll take your word for it. We do know there's spare urns here. There's plenty in here, so the vicar won't miss just one. Besides, you've earned it. I knew that would come in, and I was gonna do an earn pun. I should have took the opportunity while I had the chance. You are unexpectedly surrounded by 3 Glocklins, menacingly playing their glockenspiels at you, which is a real trick if you think about it. Hey, what gives? This is a muggery. V insist on it that you give to us all of your meat. Give. Oh, all of it? That's crazy. I guess that is a little extreme. Say V instead. 9 meat? We can do 9. You hand over your meat and the goblins thank you politely and straight away. They're nice lads, really. Glance over to make sure Captain Dirch is sleeping and deftly swap the urns. Let me just give a respectful salute to all these dead soldiers. There's water in his bedroll. He must also use it as a bath. Horrible. Maybe this guy thinks it's treasure. It looks like trash to you. Are we good now? Fella? Wall fella? We did switch the urn. Great, so we're square then. Everything's Jack. This is very shady, but you know, I really know what's going on. Look at this guy. You think he knows what's going on? You think this is a thing Noah right here? I guess. Oh. In an Ocean City back alley, you find some strange graffiti. An unsolved long division problem. You make short work of the long division. I don't know if we're meant to tell the man. I'll just put it back on the thing. Okay, we're meant to tell the man. Oh, it's you! Have you found our missing ashes yet? Missing.
I did. Here you go.
Wonderful. I'll get this polished and reinstalled right away. Blessings upon you, my child. In fact, let me make that blessing literal. I have some holy water of Saint Polycarp here somewhere. Ah, here we go. Takes out a little bottle of water and splashes some on your forehead. We have Saint Polycarp's forehead. That gives us +1 muscle. The patron saint of bodybuilders.
Thanks.
Say, whose ashes are in that urn anyway? Unfortunately, we don't know his name, but he was a sailor who's washed ashore near here after a shipwreck. Some of the locals took him in, but he didn't survive the night. Oh, poor fellow. He was interred here as an act of charity.
Was that about 50 years ago, give or take?
Oh no, it was more like 300 years ago.
Ah, interesting.
Well, we have done a thing. We have more muscle now. We have the strongest forehead in the business. Kind of a lot of forehead too. Like, his face is kind of down here at the bottom, and then the rest is just... I mean, the eyebrows take up a substantial amount of real estate. He's moving around now. That's fine, though. I reckon that's good for now. It's been about an hour, and we've just won a thing. We won a thing. We have to bribe or defeat the mob, guys. That's still what we're angling towards. We'll get there. We'll get there. We can bewitch now, so that should help. We probably don't need to pay like the full 500. We did spend almost all of our meat, so that has, you know, we've made some progress, and we've also made some anti-progress, and hopefully we're somewhere in the middle now. Next time maybe we can do more of whatever it is we're doing. I'll see you then, folks. He's doing a little dance to the church bells. That's an unusual reaction to those. Anyway, bye.